Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. Welcome again tonight. Thank you again so much for jumping on the call. Melissa is not able to make the call tonight, so we're not going to be doing product knowledge. Having some internet issues. So tonight's call, Kelly is going to be our guest speaker on the call tonight, and I'm going to turn it over to her. Brian would like to do a formal introduction for Kelly. Brian, the floor is all yours now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is MC Pruett coming to you from Pruett's Plexus office. Woo-hoo! I would like to bring your attention, none other than our Emerald Ambassador, Kelly Hunt Smith.
Oh, I don't think I've ever quite been introduced like that. Thank you. That's fun.
Paddles.
Love this team. Okay, hey, y'all. Gosh, it is the end of the month, so it's crazy town in my house. I want to share with you a little bit about what happens at the end of the month when you are a dual. It's exciting. It's super fun, but it's also a little crazy. It's a little stressful. You're watching the back office. You're watching your teams fighting for promotion and crawling out the ladder and trying to get those last few points for each promotion. You're watching company-wide jewels ranking up to the big diamond and sapphire and emerald. So it's just a crazy, very busy, emotional time. But y'all are all going to be there at some point. So I want you to kind of fill you in and on the good parts of it too. Watching a leader like Odie, who has invested so much time into her business. She's created a lifestyle of Plexus, not just something that she does on the side. This is something that Brian and Odie together as a couple and as a family have dedicated themselves to. Everything that they do, everything that they are, is really put into their team. And I want you guys to know that. I know you see it. I know you see them working really hard. You see them in the team page. You see them posting consistently. They're reaching out to you. But I want you to realize that Odie is on the cusp of a huge, life-changing promotion. When you are so close to Emerald, it's a whole new ball game. I mean, really, realistically, you're talking about a complete life change. You're talking about a 6-figure-a-year income. You're talking about a brand new car. You're talking about a trip for 2 to Hawaii. You're talking about a lot of changes that can take place, a ton of freedom that is just at your reach. And that is where your leader is at right now. She is sitting so close to Emerald. It is on the horizon. We can see it coming up. So I want you guys to really understand what that involves. Support her, which I know you do. Brian also is sitting at a really big promotion. Gold is a big deal. I always say silver and gold are 2 of the hardest promotions. You know why? Because you start this business, you get 1 or 2, and then you're just dying to get that 3rd person, and then you finally do. And then 1 quits. So you have to start over and find another 3, right? Or you get so close to gold, you have 15 people, 16, 17, and then you have 4 or 5 that drop off. So you're like, oh man, then you climb up that ladder and you're almost to gold, and then something else happens. Maybe someone doesn't see the vision like you do, and so you lose a few points every month. So really, silver and gold are tough promotions, and Brian's sitting right at gold, and that's a game changer. That's a big step in your Plexus business. So right now, your 2 leaders that invest so much time into their team really need y'all to support them and rally around them at this time. And I'm going to kind of explain why that's important, because sometimes in a business like network marketing, it can come off as selfish. Because you're hearing, okay, Emerald, she wants Emerald. Brian wants gold. She wants her points. She just wants to rank to Emerald. You're right, she does. But you know what? She's put the time in. She's put the work in. She's put the effort. She's made the sacrifices. She's been where you are, right? She had to start from the very beginning, just like y'all are. And if you continue to grow in this business and invest, you are going to be sitting in first seat very, very soon. If you can establish the boundaries and the responsibilities of being a team player, you're going to pass that down to your downlines as well. So when you're in Odie and Brian's spot, you're going to be treated just like you want to be treated, right? That's just like we want you to be treated Odie and Brian right now as they work hard for their promotions. So it's not about selfish, but in this business of network marketing, it's an incredible, incredible opportunity for huge financial gains. However, it is not solely based on your own efforts, right? We know if it was based on our own efforts, we would just, put in the work and grind every day and do. But unfortunately and fortunately, it's not based solely on what you do. It's based on the people that you add to your team. And so that's why you need to think about it as you're adding people to your team. You want quality people on your team. You want people of character. You want people who are honest and trustworthy. And you also want people that are motivated, someone that's committed, someone that has that team spirit, that's all in, not just for themselves, but to support their teammates as well. And that is helpful at promotion time, but it's also helpful all throughout the other times too. When you join this company, you join a team, okay? You're not just going in, it's not just you alone. You're joining a team full of different people, but a team full of people. So it's nice to have that camaraderie, that sense of, you know what, I'm part of a team, so I'm going to do my part. I'm going to be the best team player that I can be. You don't want people on your team that have a me attitude. If you're only worried about yourself and you're not concerned with your team, you will not do well in network marketing. It's probably not the career for you because it's not about one in network marketing. It's about all. So part of the responsibility of an ambassador, what is that? Okay, we know obviously the two most important things that y'all are supposed to be doing: sharing the products, because we're a product-driven company, right? We love our products, they help people, so we're product-driven, so we want to sell the products, right? We also want to grow and build a team, so we have to share the opportunity. Okay, that's part of your responsibility. But the other part of your responsibility is, and it's very simple, there's only one thing, and it's very minimal. It's that Plexus asks you to qualify every single month with $100. That means you don't have to pay $100. That means you have to work hard and go find at least one customer that will purchase $100 from you. That could be one customer a month, y'all. That could be one single person in a matter of 30 days that you reach out to, you talk to, and share these products, and they're qualifying you with $100. That is your responsibility as a Plexus ambassador, okay? Even if you're a wholesale ambassador, you are part of a team. If you've joined Odie and you said, you know what, I have zero interest in working this business. I'm strictly a wholesale customer. I'm not going to be working the business. I may not order $100 every month. That's okay. At least you've come to Odie and said, hey, I'm not wanting to do this as a business. I'm not wanting to be part of a team. I just want to be a wholesale ambassador. Kind of a different story there. But if you are an ambassador and you are sharing these products and you do want to make money, then it is your responsibility to make sure you have your minimum of 100 PV every single month. There should never be a question. For me, it's very simple. You cannot be a product of the product unless you're using the products. And me personally, if you're not purchasing something, maybe you're not spending $100 on yourself. Maybe you're spending 40 or 50. If you're not purchasing something from Plexus every single month, you are not a product of the product. And the problem I have with that is that I want people marketing Plexus products that are actually using them. You know, it's kind of hard to promote a product and be sincere and have people trust you when you're not using any of the products. To me, that's just not appropriate. It's not something that I think is a good idea. It's not something, I don't want a team of people who aren't using the products. I want a team of people that love our products and that are using our products, at least one or two of them. Not everybody spends $100. That's fine. But you should be using the ProBio or the X Factor or the Ease or whatever it is that fits your lifestyle. You should still be being a product of the product. And that means you're making a purchase. And that also means you're going out and being an ambassador to this company and to these products and marketing the products. $100 is very, very simple. Very simple. Like I said, it could be one customer a month. And if you can't, find one customer in a month, you're not working this business. You're not even remotely trying to work this business. So I would encourage you to know that your responsibility is to purchase or sell $100 a month. That's what you signed up to do, and that is part of your team's responsibility. If you don't have the money, some people don't. Some people say, you know what, I'm just starting out. Right now I don't have the money. So I encourage you, go find that customer or two. Go find someone in your family that, will try the X Factor. Go find someone that that has tummy issues and get them to try the ProBio and the BioCleanse. Go out and find a customer. At least be consistent and always get your 100 PV. Talk about these products and share the products because that is your responsibility. The other side of that is if you have people joining you, if you're working this business and you're trying to get silver and you sponsor 3 people into this company, you are a leader, okay? Part of your responsibility as a leader is to make sure those 3 people that you signed are doing the exact same thing. It's not Odie and Brian's responsibility to reach down to your downline and make sure they're qualified. Guess whose responsibility that is? Yours. You're a leader. You signed those people. You brought them into this company. You brought them into your team and you're creating a team culture. It is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to get on the phone on the 5th or 6th of the month and say, hey, it's there, how are you doing in your first week of the month? Do you have a customer? Do you want to do a 3-way? You need to be reaching out to them, not on the 28th, not on the 29th, but you're supposed to be reaching out to them early on in the month, making sure, hey, are they being a product of the product? Are they selling the product? Are they marketing the product? Are they out there getting customers? Do they know what they're doing? That's your job as their sponsor. So I want you guys to know, because maybe you don't know, but it is your responsibility to be reaching down to your teammates, to your downline, and making sure that they're being responsible and getting their 100 PV. Don't wait till the last few days of the month. Don't wait until their credit card gets declined. And they're like, oh no, I'm running around and I'm trying to get my PV at the last 24 hours when customer service lines are hours long. Don't wait till the end of the month. I really encourage you guys to be proactive if you have a team. Part of your responsibility as a leader to make sure you're qualified and to make sure each of your downline is qualified as well. If you need help from Brian and Odie, absolutely reach up and say, hey, I have a level 3. She has 50 PV every month. She's struggling. She's not really getting customers. Guess what? Brian and Odie are going to reach down and help you. Help them. They're going to get you in a 3-way. They're going to get you trained. They're going to see what's going on and try to help you help that downline get their 100 PV. Because, look, we all benefit from sales. Everyone in this entire company benefits every time a sale is made. You know why? Because our pay point is based on the number of sales that we have in a month. So the more your team is producing, the more you're helping them get those sales, the more you're reminding them to be a product of the product. Guess what? All of us gain that pay point. All of us benefit because the pay point increases. Do you see? So really, from the bottom of the company to the top of the company, we're all responsible to do our part. And we're all one Plexus. It's really a team effort. I don't care if Allison's team is making double the PV I am, because I'm happy. I'm like, great, they're selling like crazy. They're raising my pay point. So even though Allison's team is selling a lot more product than maybe mine is, guess what? Y'all are all benefiting from that. So it's really a team culture in Plexus. It really, truly is. Our pay plan is based on a one Plexus attitude, but we do have to be responsible and we do have to do our part. So I wanted you to come on tonight and just, sometimes we forget. We don't really think of it that way, but it is part of your responsibility as an ambassador that you agreed that you would get your 100 PV a month when you join the company. You agreed to sign someone and bring them onto your organization. You agreed to train them and encourage them. So part of that training is to teach them that their 100 PV is their responsibility and you need to be checking in with them. I can tell you from personal experience, It is extremely stressful. After about gold, once you get to gold, you have 20 people minimum on your team. That starts to be a lot of people, right? Senior gold, ruby, you're getting more and more people, right? There's tons of people. This is exactly why we want to duplicate, right? We want to teach everybody to do the same thing, because if Brian and Odie are teaching you guys, hey, make sure you're being products of the product, make sure you're reaching down to your downline. When you get to gold too, you're training your silvers to do the same thing. So you're not having to reach down all the way down 7 levels, because you've taught your first 3 levels to train exactly how you are, right? So you're not going to have to reach down and call seven team members deep and make sure they have their PV. You're going to check in every week, second week, third week, the last few days of the month. You're going to check in with your leaders, your silvers, your golds, and you're going to say, hey, how's your team looking? Everybody qualified? Everybody doing okay? Who needs help? Who needs this? So this is part of training as well. This is just something I want you guys to be aware of, to know why we do it. Having a team camaraderie, if you look across Plexus, you will see the teams in this company that have impeccable character, impeccable team morale, that are cheering each other on constantly. They are week after week on a leaderboard. They're congratulating each other. That's the kind of team that I want y'all to be. I want y'all to, if someone's going gold or someone's going silver, there should be excitement in the team page. Everyone should be talking about it. Everyone should be rallying around, posting on their Facebook, asking how many points they need. That's important. That's creating a team culture. That's creating a bond, just like a sports team, just like a cheer team. I'm one of those, kids that was a cheerleader in the dance. And so this comes super natural to me, because I was always inbred as a child. Team, teammates, teamwork, you do your part. So it's exactly the same way. If you played sports, if 1 or 2 people weren't doing their job, you couldn't win. It just didn't work that way. If we went to a cheer competition and the girls weren't doing exactly what they were supposed to be doing, if we were doing tricks and flips and jumps and someone wasn't doing their part, it would ruin the pyramid. So it's just like that in network marketing, or really any job. Everyone has to do their part, and everyone has to have that team culture of support and encouragement. And with that is qualifying every month and reaching down to your downlines. So I want you guys to know, Odie and Brian, they're 100% for y'all. They want to see you guys in the same seat that they're in right now. They want to see you promoting to silver. They want to see you promoting to gold, and they want to go all the way to the top with you guys. So I, as a leader, as their leader, I want to see you guys rallying around them. I want to see you guys really supporting them, cheering them on, asking them, hey, how many points do you have left? If Odie doesn't pull out Emerald this month, she is going green next month. So March is her month. So everybody should be green and supporting Odie all the way to Emerald. That means you work 110%. You do, you go above and beyond what you think you might have done, and you do a little bit more this month because you care about Odie and you want to see her get that green. You want to be an Emerald team. You want to be led by a Jewel, and so she's at that cusp. So I'm asking you, as your Emerald leader now, to really rally around and support Odie into March and get her to get to Emerald. Help her get to Emerald, because I know without a shadow of a doubt, without any question, she's going to do the exact same thing for you when you're ready to promote. Does that make sense, y'all? Good. So I want you to hear my heart. It's not, I don't want it to sound selfish. I don't want it to sound all about promotion, but it's just like the corporate world. If someone was going for a big promotion at work, people make a big deal out of it. It's a big deal. People have, parties and big celebrations. It's the same thing. Odie's going for a big, think about it, just a big, huge raise, a big, huge bonus, a life-changing amount of freedom. So it's something that we want you to share on. We want you to get excited about, because I can't wait till you all are there. And she's in turn cheering you on, and she's having Jules on her team.
Hey, Kelly, first of all, thank you for that. But I wanted to kind of go off of what you just said, because I had this exact conversation before this call. As you know, I work for Bank of America. I'm a manager at one of my branches. And if I was up for promotion, how am I going to get a promotion? It's not because of my work. It's because of the staff that I have. It's all my tellers. It's all my bankers. and all of their sales numbers have to be successful so that I look successful. And so, yeah, would I get the promotion because of them? Absolutely. So I do come from the corporate world. But I also wanted to share something from my heart today with the team that I put on my post earlier today. And I had a really, really bad experience at work this morning. And I officially want out of corporate America after today. So I am dedicating myself to each of you, to each of my leaders. From this day forth, I will put myself out there on every single limb and branch that I possibly can, because I want to, in 1 year, starting today, I have a 1-year drive to be a diamond for Plexus Worldwide. Not because of me, not because of my wife, and not because of you all, but because of the situation I'm currently in. That is my only option out of it. So with that being said, starting today, I do exactly as Kelly is trying to guide me to do. I'll look to you guys for every ounce of effort I can get. So that's my thoughts for the day.
That's awesome. And that's a doable goal, Brian. And that makes me excited. Like, honestly, this is why I love doing what we do. Like, how many people can say that they find this much joy in what they do for a career? Not a whole lot of people. There's a lot of people that go to work and they hate it every day. There's some people that love their job. They're a teacher, or they're a doctor, or they have something that they just really feel passionate about. And that's awesome, but it's really a small percentage of people. Most people aren't passionate and in love with what they do as a job. They're just not. And how cool is it that we have moms and dads that are following their dreams and being able to do things that most people can never do. Like, a lot of people in this world would just have, they can't understand the potential that we have in Plexus. They don't get it yet. But when we're being successful in Plexus, when we're sharing Plexus, and when we're doing it, we're proving that it can be done. We're normal moms and dads. We're normal people. We have the same crazy lives as everybody else out there. We just found a better way to do it. And so how awesome is it that we can get on a Zoom call on a Tuesday night and listen to Brian put out that, in a year he wants to be a diamond. And it's doable. It's possible. I believe it. I mean, I can see him doing it. And how fun, that we get to spend this time and share with people and do Zoom calls with our friends and share awesome products and watch the freedom across the board. We have it pretty good, we really do.
Thank you guys both so much. We definitely had to hold back the tears, but I mean, there's, let's look, 17 of you guys, and I, for myself, have a hard time probably sharing what Kelly shares because I don't want it to come across as selfish. So, that's something that I'm working on within myself to make sure that I push each and every single one of you guys to reach your goals. Like for an example, Allison Rapp here is Melissa's new ambassador. She's probably, I don't even think you've been with us for a week, but she just threw me in a 3-way right now in the middle of our team call. 3-ways are so important in our business. And I, just start, any of your friends, just throw me in there, ask your friends, anybody that you're reaching out, like Annette, right before our team call tonight, for the first time, she's almost been with us for what, a year, Annette? I think a year. She just had her first 3-way Zoom call tonight for the first time. And, they're 95% chance of us joining and signing up, but it's taken her that long to finally get someone to agree. So I do understand that you're having the struggles, but don't give up. Annette is definitely a fighter. Like, she's been with us for a year, and she finally got to a point without me having to come to her where she says, you know what? I have to change something up because what I'm doing now is not working. So she is doing this weekend her second event. She's been enjoying that. She's been getting contacts. She's been having follow-ups and people reaching out to her. So if you guys are struggling where you're at right now, you have to let me know. And sometimes I obviously do know because I can see the reports, what areas that we need to work on. And so that's why I just want to say, hey, if I reach out to you, I'm doing it to help you too, because, you know, there's 17 of you guys on this call, and I want you guys all to be, you know, just as successful in this business as I am, as any of us are. You know, there's people that say, well, I don't have the time. I literally, you know, if I'm on a walk, if I'm on the toilet, if I am in the doctor's office waiting, I'm working my business. Those are my downtime, you know? So I'm pretty sure everybody goes to the bathroom. Everybody goes to a doctor's appointment. You know, you don't have to sit down for a full hour and plug away in front of the computer to work your business. So, you know, if you have a little bit of time here, you know, make your little post on Plexus. You know, Trish has been getting back into working out. She makes one single post a day with her workout, her motivation, and a Plexus product. You know, Angelina does the same thing. So we each have our own little signature thing that we do to help share and promote our business. So, you know, but to come with that, I also want you guys to reach out and communicate with me. You know, a lot of you, Annette is always, when she reaches out, I'm so sorry, I know you're so busy. You know, everybody's busy. Everybody has busy lives. Don't apologize for reaching out to me. You know, I want to be here for you guys. There are going to be times where I may not respond as quickly. I may have to say, please hold. I'm in the middle of doing something right now. You know, but I'll get back to you, you know, so don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. You know, if you share your excitement on the team page, you know, like Kelly said, this month is going to be huge. I truly, you know, I sit here and I know some of you guys, I've shared, yeah, I want to go emerald. Everybody knows I want to go emerald. You know, who doesn't want to go emerald, so to speak? But now that I actually am able to look and see how close I truly am, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is getting real. You know, in this past month, some of you guys know, but I was somewhat in a funk. And once I kind of figured out like where I was at, like business wise, I was like, you know what? I don't have time to be in this rut. I have to put on my big girl panties and just start, you know, I'd always say I can't do this because I have grays in everything. I can't, you know, do my house. Everything is so easy to sit there and blame and point fingers at things. Sometimes I do it with gray, but we can do this. We really can do this. And I know each and one of you have your own struggles and get discouraged, but you can't quit, because if I would have quit my first year, oh my God, I can't even begin to tell you how many tears I cried, how many times I had to, you know, pull myself together, and I put myself in a hole business-wise because I faced so many challenges by so many different aspects in this business. And I'm just truly thankful that I pushed myself through those hard times, because I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And if it wasn't for you guys, for me to coach and motivate and cheer you guys on, I wouldn't have done it. So, you know, I'm super excited for this month. Kelly and I are talking about, you know, doing a contest. So I want you guys to be excited for that as well. So there's going to be a lot of exciting things coming up. But is there anything or anyone would like to share anything?
Well, I'll share. I want to say a few kudos to those of you that have a Plexus Diamond in the Making shirt. Well done for March. Good job. Good job. Some of you have them. I also want to recognize Suzanne. If I saw correctly, Suzanne has recently promoted, correct?
Yep.
Good job. Good job. Very nice. Good job. So glad to see that for you.
Thank you.
But yes, hopefully next month we can get another contest. Of course, Otis and I, we have the shirts still available. I think we're going to try and do a early qualification next month as well. So more to come on that. But kudos to those folks out there already.
Yes. I want to plug the meeting. We're scheduled a meeting April 9th, Saturday. So if you're local, you should be blowing that up. You should be calling every one of your friends, every one of your family members who are local, anybody that you know. Don't just send them the event on Facebook. Please don't do that, because guess what? They're not going to come. They want you to pick up the phone. Remember those? We have those. And they actually dial and you can talk back and forth. I promise you they work. call them on the phone and say, hey, I miss you. How are you? What's going on in your life? Chit chat with them for 5 or 10 minutes and then say, I really need a favor from you. I need you to give me an hour Saturday, April 9th, 1 hour to come listen to something that I am so excited and passionate about. I just need an hour of your time. Get them to this meeting. Get your chicken list. Get the girls and guys that I know we all think of in our lives that you would never share Plexus with, or you think they would never do this. Get those people to the meeting. Get those people that you don't want to invite to the meeting, call them up and invite them to the meeting. See if you can get them to that meeting on April 9th. Also, our first Jewel in Hawaii, Amy Powell, she is here. Well, she's on her way here in her RV, like long, big bus that's like a tour bus with her 7 children and her husband, who's also a in Hawaii. They are coming down here. They're actually from Sebastian, believe it or not. So she is going to be here. She's coming to hang out with me for a few days, and I'm really excited. So I'm going to give you guys a heads up. I won't know. She'll probably be here by this Saturday. So we're going to have like a little meet and greet. It'll be very impromptu, but if you're local, I really would love you guys to come down and meet her and her family because they're amazing. She's probably going to hit Sapphire this month already, and she just hit Emerald. So they're really on fire, and they're literally driving across the United States in a tour bus with their 7 homeschooled children sharing Plexus. So
7 kids, 7. I can barely handle 1.
All under, I want to say 9. They're like boom, 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 boom. They're like stair steps, maybe 10. But all the jewels, they're stopping in all the states that have jewels, and they've met with them, and we're all signing their bus and everything. So it's just a really neat thing. And I would love for you guys to be able to come down and meet them and just hang out with them and you know, see their culture and get to know them a little bit. So I will keep y'all locals posted about that.
And you said they're driving across country.
About that.
What's that, Susie?
That is so cool because I've been posting about her bus.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be here, and my friends up in Michigan who never really want to believe what I'm saying, now I get to go stand by that bus.
Yeah.
I can't freaking believe it. How awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's definitely going to be fun.
Yahoo.
And just to kind of add to that, kind of like what I'm doing right now for myself and my business is there's the couple people that I have relationships with, I've said, hey, do you mind if I reach out to your friends list and share Plexus with them? So that's something that I've been doing, that I've been sending out messages. Like I'll say, hey, Mom, I'm going to send some messages on your friends list and share this opportunity. So I'll say, hey, Amanda, I'm so-and-so. I'm Tracy's daughter. You know, my business is really exploding. So that's something that I'm doing now, that if there's anybody that you have close within your family or your friends, you know, I'm sending out like 5 to 8 messages. I mean, so you just never know who needs this opportunity. And just like I said, I know they say that cold calling, cold emailing is tough, but when you start to do a little bit more of it, you'll start to get more comfortable with it. So I definitely recommend you guys start doing that if you guys are struggling with your market. And also, if you need help doing 3-ways to get it started, let me know, and I can throw you in a 3-way message that I start and show you how easy it is to start the 3-way message. I mean, Allison literally just said, Kate, meet Amanda, Amanda, meet Kate. And then that's all that happened. And so whether or not Allison asked Kate, I'm sure she said, hey, I want to introduce you to my friend. Like, maybe rather than asking about it, just say, hey, I want to introduce you to my friend that's been in the business. And that, you know, because we should be blowing up with 3-ways. Left and right. You guys should be keeping me busy, keeping our leaders busy. So I'm really trying to push that on you guys because, you know, in one of our leaders pages, Kelly's in, somebody came back and, you know, asked, you know, what is crucial to training your teams? And a lot of people came back and said 3-ways.
And I'm gonna stress this to you, and this is the truth. I've been doing this for 3 years, and okay, so I know what works. I know it doesn't work. I know what you have to do. March is just about over. April is coming like what, two more days in the month, 2 or 3. Your goal for April, I want you each to set a goal, minimum one 3-way conversation every single day in April. One. I don't care if it's 10 minutes in the morning on your way to work. I don't care if it's 9 o'clock at night. I don't care if it's 10 o'clock at night and you can Facebook me or text me. I'm going to make myself available for the entire month of April, day or night, to Team Pruett to do 3-ways. Phone calls or Facebook messages, Zooms. Y'all should be doing minimum of 1 every single day. That's what's going to get Odie to Emerald, period. And she needs y'all to rally her outside team. This is her outside team. Y'all are primarily her outside legs, and that's where she needs her growth. So she really needs this team specifically to be sponsoring. That's how she's going to get to Emerald. And so the way to sponsor is to talk about Plexus. And the way to talk about Plexus is to do it on a Zoom or do it in a 3-way. So I really want you to I encourage you, if you know, 1 3-way a day in the whole month of April. And I know you can do it.
Yeah. And to add to that, you know, because I know some of you guys know that I waitress at night and I pick up shifts. So I've already told my manager that I may not be working as much because this is going to be my focus to you guys to hopefully be more available at night. You know, I know some of you guys do work full time. So, you know, even if you have to, whatever you have to do to reach out to people and share this opportunity. If I have to drive, you know, up to Titusville, I'm willing to do whatever I need to do to help you guys and to help our team. So, you know, let us know. And I have like a sitter on standby, so I don't always have to have Grayson. So I don't want you guys to look at me and be like, well, she has the baby. I will figure it out. I will always figure it out. So don't allow, you know, my busy life, me waitressing, me having the baby, stop you guys from reaching out and asking for my help, whether it be have to go drive somewhere for 45 minutes to an hour or do a 3-way, a play date, a coffee date, whatever I have to do. You know, I will do it for you guys. You know, like Annette, for an example, yesterday she had the 3-way that was supposed to happen tonight. We were going to try to do it yesterday, and Annette works during the day. So she called me during her lunch and she was like, hey, you know, I need a little bit of help with this 3-way. And I was like, sure, give me her telephone number. I'll call her, I'll text her, and I'll reach out to her and see what she says. If she can meet up now, she was the lady is a hairstylist. If she can meet up now, then I will do it for you guys. It's the same idea with Angelina. Angelina has some friends. Angelina lives in New York. She moved from Melbourne to New York. She has friends down here in Melbourne. I said, hey, if you set it up, I will go and meet them and share the opportunity and talk about Plexus. And you will, you know, I'm not going to take this out. I'm helping you. You know, and we're going to help each other. So, you know, if you have somebody that you have, whatever, I'm here. You got the point, right?
And if you're not silver, make this your month. Make April your month for silver. So if you have a team, if you are silver and you have 3 people, your job is to get them to silver this month. So just think silver, silver, silver. 3, 3, 3. That's the magic word for April. 3. You're going to get your 3 and you're going to help your 3 get 3. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing 3-ways, 3, 3, 3, and we're going to be starting silver, getting 3 people, getting your 3 people to get 3 people. That's the key for April.
And I'll put myself out there for the 3-ways. I've made it a point, given my background that I'm in corporate America, I've made it a point to be prepared to have the conversation with folks that want to push back on the whole pyramid concept, the whole no way, it's just that typical. I'm prepared. Trust me. I have the ammunition based on my understanding of corporate America. I'm very, very well capable of articulating to those folks that want to push back on the pyramid aspect. So if you have someone like that, let me know, and I'll try and get the 3-way with you.
You're going to find that rockstar, Joe. You're going to find that person that's ready to make money. You maybe have not found it. It's okay to have wholesale customers. They're buying the products. They're loving the products. They're being a walking billboard for you, and that's awesome. You're going to find someone that says, man, that compensation plan looks serious. You know, it looks awesome. You're going to have that person. It just takes time. Sometimes you'll have 5 wholesale buyers. You'll think, gosh, no one's really wanting to work the business. And then you're going to find someone that says, man, I can totally do this. And they're going to blow it up. It's going to happen.
And kind of to just let everybody know, obviously everybody knows that Brian is more heavily involved with our team now. My husband and I have different personalities, so he's going to be straightforward, to the point at times. I'm working with his relationship skills and being a little bit softer around the edges, but he means well, but sometimes he can come across a little bit hard. So I don't want any of you guys to be intimidated by that. He's straightforward, facts, black and white, will handle business, and then you have me who is a little bit more free-spirited. So
you balance each other out.
But sometimes he'll be like, I'm going to send this message. What do you think? I'm like, delete it and say it with a little bit more heart.
I think that's, Angela, Amanda, I think that's my biggest problem, because I really, God, I'm from New Jersey and I don't hold my tongue very well. I'm working on it. I'm reading a book about it. And when people sit there in my face and tell me, oh, that's a lot of money, and I just want to call, I was like, you're full of crap. You're going to go watch Deadpool, spend $50 at the movies, and then you're going to go to Golden Corral, and then you're going to, don't sell me that crap. Like, I'm like Brian. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. If you're not interested, just say I'm not interested. But I'm not going to fluff you around and try to convince you that your life and your health is more important when you're 250 pounds and you're 5'4". If you shouldn't want this, then I don't know what to tell you, because I'm 5'7", 150. I'm good. You're the one that needs this. And I can't, it drives me nuts. I've never done sales. I graduated micromolecular biology from UCF. So I don't do sales. This is what it is, and this is what you need to get to where you need to be. So that's my hardest problem. At first, I thought it would be really easy because I'm just straightforward and I can tell people this is what the product is and this is how it will help you, and you should give it a shot. And when they're like, well, you just don't take your health seriously, and I really don't have the patience for that. I just can't. I don't know how you have the patience for that.
Your job is to share with them why they need the products. You're gonna knock down their objections first.
They can, Kelly, they can look in the mirror and see why they need the product.
Yes, but
when they walk past the shower mirror, they know they need the product. I mean, it's not a
How many times do we do things that we know we really shouldn't do, or things that aren't good for us, but we make excuses? We make excuses to ourselves.
Yeah, they make excuses to do the stuff that they want to do. And I'm like, I hate to be BS. If you're like, okay, I'd rather just eat my feelings instead of being healthy, just tell me that so I can go to somebody who actually wants to live an extra 10 years and fit into jeans that doesn't have
you say that, you're going to say that exact same thing. You're just going to say it in a little bit of a softer spin. You're going to explain to them. You can say, hey, you know what? I know it's easy. It's easier, much easier to just live the lifestyle, drink the things you shouldn't drink, eat the things that you don't want to. But don't you, when you go to bed and you hate yourself, or when you have to go try on clothes and you're depressed, aren't you tired of that? Are you ready to have something different? Are you ready to love how you look, to love how you feel, and to try something different?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you're 30-something. In high school, you were hot. Now you're 32, and you're in the double-digit pant size. So I don't know what I have to convince you of. This is what's going to work for you, and I still fit in my high school clothes. Don't you want to be in this club? Why do I have to sell this to you? Either you don't care. I'm not good at sales. Or if I was good at sales, then I would be a salesman. But I'm good at common sense and chemistry and micromolecular biology. I'm just good at things that make sense. And when people try to fluff me and say, it's too much, it's not too much because you waste hundreds of dollars on junk. Mm-hmm. You'll buy, 20 Easter baskets of 2 meals from Popeyes and 5 pizzas, and then you tell me you don't have money for Plexus. Like, I just want to smack you. I just don't have the patience. So I really started getting frustrated.
Mm-hmm. And if you do, that's when you reach out to me and say, I'm about to lose my patience. And anybody that just is interested, I handle and deal with it. My patience is actually pretty good, I have to say.
Okay, because I have 0.
Overweight. Why do you think America? We are the only country in the world that has the illness and the sickness and the disease. Do you realize that? Third world countries have.
I understand that, and I'm working at the pharmacy, and I'm giving you 32 prescriptions. Mm-hmm. Do you know that you can take 2 if you would just stop stuffing your face and get off the couch?
It's true.
I'm so blunt with people. They act oblivious. They don't know that they're killing themselves.
No, can I say something real quick?
It makes me want to shake them. I just can't. I can't do it. I don't know how you guys do it. God bless you. Because I just can't sit here and listen to somebody's nonsense. I'm like, that you wear a size 22, and then you're complaining about losing weight, and you're buying an ice cream bar. One of these things need to be eliminated.
See, I told you this business brings a little bit of everything into your life. So we know your area to work on is personal growth.
Yeah, I need to read a book. Send me a book. Send me to a conference or whatever. I can namaste, whatever, because I just can't sit there and let people lie to me about stuff that we both know is true. You're not living healthy. You can't afford it. Why are we even having this conversation? I just don't get it.
Are you glad you got to vent out?
Yeah, I have totally been holding this in for so long. I've been holding it in. But, there's this guy that I work with next door, and he comes in at 10 o'clock in the morning, and he buys 2 king ice cream cones, and then he complains about his weight. I'm like, you disgust me. Don't complain about your weight and then say, you
kindly slip him your business card.
His weight is the last thing he should be worried about.
Or just put it in the ice next to the ice cream on top of it.
It's crazy. People in one breath say they can't afford it and they can't stand it and they're sick of it, but they say that while they're eating a chalupa and an extra large Coke. I'm like, what? What?
Well, we now know what we need to work on with you. So we will definitely look for some books and send them your way.
Please do. Send me the link.
I got you. So
send me the link.
Tammy, what did you want to share real quick?
All I wanted to say is I've encountered something similar, but it's more with people with medical problems like endometriosis and stuff. And I feel like people just love having something to complain about for attention, and that alone is a sickness in itself, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just the crybabies of the world. Just woe is me. Just shut up and do what you know is right. If you're really
they feel like a doctor can't give them an answer, so there's no answer out there. They just don't want to trust somebody or give it a try and then let them see for themselves. They just want to believe that nothing's going to work, and they just want to cry a pity party on Facebook all day, every day about it. It just annoys me.
Yeah, and I'm sick of that. Angelina, Amanda, the girls that we sold to Jasmine?
Mm-hmm.
okay, so she's trying it and she's like, I've got energy, but it's not really working because, you know, when I eat, you know, I just eat. I'm like, well, honey, you can't eat a cheeseburger and fries.
Well, and it also doesn't come off overnight because it.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're going to have to stop going to Wendy's, and then that might attribute to your success.
Right. Well,
I can't find the right way to tell her that.
Well, we can definitely, like, I know you're slammed with work, whatever, but we can discuss this more one-on-one to help you target, you know, more of the struggles with your troubleshoot your customers as well, too. So we can definitely address all of your, you know, concerns that you have. Hey, Hayden. So, Trish, what did you want to share? I know you were getting ready to say something as well.
Yeah, you know, I think I just, as you well know, kind of to Joe's comment, having a team where you haven't really found somebody who's, you know, your power partner yet, who's, and for me, I actually have started up, you know, a group, messaging with them, even checking in the first of the month, like new month, let's rock this, and I get no reply, like not even a hi Trisha, like nothing. So is there
that's the rudest.
Is there anything that you or Kelly recommends to like ignite, you know, the teams that we do have? Or when do we say enough is enough and then just keep proceeding with new potentials? Like I'm struggling right now because the few people that I have one that's just a wholesale ambassador, one that chose to cancel altogether. And then I have, you know, a few that are out there that have shown interest over and over again, but then they shut their auto off, then they come back around. But again, I get zero communication after really just actively trying to help and partner and lead and do the same thing. Say, I'm here for you, and nothing. So any recommendations?
Trish, the answer is that's it. You bless and release at that point, and then you go find people that do want to work. Because in this business, we don't have time to do that because it takes away from your income producing activity. Okay. I always, Melissa Eichenhorst told me, we play ball with our ambassadors. So I'm going to throw you the ball, and you're going to catch it. And I'm going to say, okay, you need to get your list started. You need to work on watching this video, doing, you know, printing out a training guide, and then let me know when you're done. If you go work your list, if you get you watch the video and you get the training guide, you throw the ball back to me. So I know you're playing. So then I'm going to say, great, give me your list. I'll throw the ball back to you and say, get me your top 5 out of that list. If you get your top 5 and you get back to me, you've thrown the ball back to me. You're playing with me. If I throw the ball to you, Trish, and I say, okay, go print that training guide, get your video watched, and get your list started, and you don't respond to me, you're not playing with me. I'm playing by myself. I've now thrown the ball and I'm sitting there looking like, oh, I'm going to ask you maybe 2 or 3 more times. Hey, did you get that list? Have you watched that video? If you don't reply to me, you're telling me I'm not playing with you. I'm not bouncing the ball back to you, so I'm not a team player. I'm not going to be on the team right now. Doesn't mean you won't ever be on the team. It means you're not committed now. So I'm going to send you a message and say, hey, Trish, I really would love to work with you. When you're ready, and you get the training guide printed out, you watch that video, and you get your list to me, I will make time for you. And that's it. And you leave it at that, and you go find someone else that does want to work the business, that will throw the ball back to you and do the activity that you ask them. Okay. We can spend, trust me, I've spent months and months and months, year on people that did not see the vision. And I beat myself up, and I exhausted myself, and nothing ever came of it. I learned very quickly not to do that because there's other people out there that are dying to work a business like this. They just don't have the opportunity in front of them yet. So it's your job to go find those people and say, okay, I'm going to play with you. I'm going to get that list. I'm going to get my, you know, I'm going to watch that video. I'm going to write, you know, get a 3-way call going. So you just have to find more people.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, does anybody else, it's 10 o'clock, so I usually like to wrap it up within the hour, but is there any other objectives or anything that you guys are struggling to grow your business that you guys want Kelly to coach you through? And see that I'm not crazy and that whatever I say, Kelly says the same thing.
I don't have much to like work on, but I just wanted to tell Ace. Friday, I took Delaney to Legoland, and we're at the water park, and literally she's like, Mom, where's your business card? These people need Plexus. My 7-year-old is looking at these kids and adults. I'm like, I know that I'm planting seeds even in my smallest one. For her to look around and say, Mom, do you have your business card? Those people need to order Plexus. So I know I'm doing something right.
Yeah, you're setting an example for your daughter. So, all right, you guys. Well, thank you again so much for being on the call tonight. And like I said, if you guys have any questions and if there's anything that you want to share with me, please feel free to send me a message and we can chat. So you guys have a great night and let's go do this.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for being on, Kelly.
Welcome.